I, of course, I've watched all my contemporaries' videos, all of them. Be it Sara, Janvi, Ananya, Tara, the others, like everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's always good learning, because I don't think any of us don't understand the concept of privilege, struggle and nepotism. I think we all are quite aware of it. And I think more or less we all have the same stance on it. It's just, sometimes it's tricky in the way you put it out, and you put it out there. It's so easy for like 1-2 words to go to the wrong place and then for it to be, misconstrued. Like I'm sure even Ananya, I don't think she meant, for it, like, I'll be very honest with you, when I first was watching that roundtable interview, I saw that whole part, whatever, and it didn't even strike me as like, oh my God, it's honestly, it sounded perfectly like fine to me the first time, and then when I went back and I, watched it, then I was like, oh. But I really don't think she intended for it to, be taken in that way. I'm sure she also has a very clear idea on it, and as do, the rest of them. And that's when I learned that it's very important not only to have clarity in your mind, but to also be able to put that out there. It's one thing to like know how you feel about something and have a stance on something. It's a very different thing to then put it out and have it understood in the way you'd like it to be understood. So I think for me, also when you're put on the spot, because there's so many things thrown at you and so many questions, and everyone's always trying to find a way to get something, and so it's also your first time out.
Yeah.
At least for me now, it's my first time out. So I just like to ensure that I'm getting my point across the correct way, because there's nothing worse than someone misunderstanding what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
You meaning something and then it being taken in a completely different way.
Well, that's Alaya Furniture Wala for you, another star kid in the making, defending Ananya Panday for her statement on nepotism. Alaya says कि कैसे Ananya Panday of course understands the privilege. She also says that they all understand the privilege they get being a star kid. बस जिस time पर सवाल पूछा गया, शायद जिस तरीके से words निकले, they were not right. It wasn't worded well, but they all understand the privilege that they get, and there is no comparison with any other talent that comes outside the industry. And of course, Alaya Furniture Wala candidly reveals that she watches the interviews of her contemporaries and hence prepares herself for her media interactions. But एक और interesting चीज इस interview में ये थी कि Alaya Furniture Wala is debuting opposite Saif Ali Khan, and Saif Ali Khan's daughter Sara Ali Khan की फिल्म Love आजकल 2 बहुत जल्द रिलीज होने वाली है. और जब Love आजकल 2 के ट्रेलर के बारे में Alaya से पूछा गया, she had a very interesting take on that. Hear her out.
I mean, I think sequels are always hard, because sequels are only made of films that were like really good in the first place.
Yeah.
So it's always, it's hard enough to make a good movie, and it's hard enough to make a good movie that's supposed to live up to the first movie. I'm still excited to see the film. I'm very excited to see the film. Yeah, I mean, it looks fun. I was a little confused. But I think that's a good thing. I like when trailers, don't give too much away. I like when trailers don't give too much away.
You're like, I don't get it, but I want to know.
Yeah, exactly. Like I got some parts, and some parts I was like, wait, what? But like, in an interesting way, like I still really want to see the film.
Well, Alaya का काफी interesting take है यहाँ पर. She says that she didn't understand parts of the trailer. Now we really hope कि हमारी audience को ऐसा ना feel हुआ हो.